This episode is brought to you by the Kirtland Partnership Committee. For 30 years, we've been dedicated to supporting, growing, and preserving the Kirtland National Security Complex. We work tirelessly to enhance military readiness, foster community partnerships, improve quality of life, and promote economic development right here in New Mexico. Join us in our mission to ensure that Kirtland remains a cornerstone of national security and a key provider of quality jobs and investment for all of Greater Albuquerque. Together, we can make a powerful impact. Kirtland Partnership Committee, proudly shaping the future of our national security for 30 years.
From the Albuquerque Journal, this is the leading news. I'm Gino Gutierrez. It's Thursday, May 22nd. Here's what we're covering on today's episode. The University of New Mexico is significantly increasing student fees to help fund its athletics department following a $3.2 billion boost in state funding. Starting next academic year, undergrad students will see their athletics fees raised by $45 per semester, with an additional $60 added in the next 2 years, totaling $105 more per semester by the 2026-2027 school year. This will bring the annual student contribution to athletics to $345, up from $240 currently. The fee hike, approved by the UNM Board of Regents, is part of a larger effort to enhance athletics funding and competitiveness. UNM has been left out of recent conference realignment moves, with 5 Mountain West schools set to leave for a rebuilt Pac-12, partly due to perceptions that UNM lacks investments in athletics. UNM President Garnet Stokes emphasized the importance of athletic success to the university's reputation and future opportunities. Athletic Director Fernando Lovo noted the increased fees also demonstrate collective support across the university for athletics. While most in-state undergraduates won't pay the increase out of pocket due to coverage by the Opportunity Scholarship, graduates who receive less support voiced concern about the steep and rapid rise. Student leaders acknowledged the need for investment, but criticized the scale and pace of the increases. The additional revenue is expected to generate $1.7 million in the fiscal year of 2026 and $4.1 million in 2027 for UNM athletics. Overall, student fees for in-state undergraduates will rise from $2,706 this year to $2,980 in 2027-2028. With over a year to go before the first votes are cast, New Mexico's 2026 race for governor is already shaping up to be a high-dollar, high-stakes contest, especially on the Democratic side. Democrat Sam Bregman, currently Bernalillo County District Attorney, announced he raised over $1 million in just 5 weeks since launching his campaign in April. He emphasized the momentum behind his bid and a desire for change from the, quote, status quo. Notably, the fundraising totals exclude personal contributions or supports from his son, MLB star Alex Bregman. Deb Haaland, former U.S. Interior Secretary, leads the Democratic fundraising field, pulling in nearly $3.7 million since February. Her campaign reports donations from roughly 51,000 contributors, averaging $72 each, with $1.7 million in cash on hand. She's positioning her campaign as a grassroots movement backed by everyday New Mexicans. The Democratic field is also growing, with former Las Cruces Mayor Ken Miyagi-Shima set to join next week, and Lieutenant Governor Howie Morales considering a run. On the Republican side, Rio Rancho Mayor Greg Hall has raised more than $200,000 and plans to launch his campaign formally next month. Duke Rodriguez, a cannabis entrepreneur and former state official, is also eyeing a GOP bid, with a decision expected this summer. With Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham term limited, the 2026 election marks an open race. Given that the 2022 governor's race saw spending top $22 million between the two major candidates alone, the early fundraising suggests 2026 will be similarly competitive and costly. The primary election is scheduled for June 2026, with the general election on November 3rd. 2 long-standing public art pieces in Las Cruces are being removed due to severe deterioration, marking a first for the city's public art board since its founding in 2013. The first is a 6-foot-tall hand-carved wooden eagle located near Missouri Avenue bus stop. Believed to have been created by artist Richard Gonzalez, though little is confirmed about either the artist or the work, the sculpture has decayed beyond repair. The city suspects it was installed as part of a 1994 road realignment project that included public art. Now suffering from rot and physical damage, the eagle will be removed and destroyed. With no contact information for the artist and no maintenance record ever recorded, restoration isn't feasible. The second piece is a mural by Sebastian Velea Velázquez, painted in 2014 on the Rio Grande Theater's western wall. It celebrated the theater's cinematic past, featuring nods to to Charlie Chaplin, Star Wars, and local musician Randy Granger. Though it outlived its expected 5-year lifespan, time and weather have severely faded and damaged the work. As part of upcoming renovations, the building will be repainted and the mural will be removed without replacement plans. Velasquez expressed pride in the mural's community impact and openness to future projects at the site. Irene Oliver Lewis, who commissioned the mural and has worked extensively on local public art, noted the inherent impermanence of certain materials, especially murals exposed to harsh elements. In contrast, other artwork like Peter Wolf Toft's Trail of the Whispering Giants, a large wooden sculpture in Apodaca Park, receive regular upkeep and weatherproofing. However, such maintenance is less feasible for murals, which often have shorter lifespans due to location, material, and exposure. Oliver Lewis advocates for more durable and community-driven public art, such as tile murals, which better endure time and foster local engagement. The removal of these two pieces reflect both the challenges and evolving priorities of public art stewardship in a growing city. And Sandia National Laboratories has saved the U.S. Department of Energy $439 million in supply chain costs since 2013, more than any other DOE site, and nearly 25% of the $2 billion in total DOE-wide savings. These reductions stem from shared purchase agreements across 117 contractor deals, allowing multiple sites to benefit from bulk pricing and streamlined logistics. Experts praise the centralized approach to improving effectiveness, lowering costs, and maintaining constant quality. The savings come at a critical time amid global tariff pressure and economic uncertainty. Local trade expert Jerry Pacheco called Sandia's approach, quote, innovative thinking that provides much needed stability in today's volatile market. If you like hearing all of the latest news from the Albuquerque Journal here on the Leading News, consider becoming a digital subscriber to the Albuquerque Journal. You can check our show notes for a discount code on a digital subscription and keep up with all the latest news from New Mexico's leading news source. Now taking a look at Albuquerque's weather forecast. Today you can expect sunny skies with a high near 92, and as for this evening, mostly clear with a low around 55. To keep up with all the latest news from the Albuquerque Journal, you can visit our website at abqjournal.com. That's the Leading News. I'm Gino Gutierrez. We'll be back tomorrow.